Good morning once again. Same thing every day, right? Get up, do some trucking. That's what we're about to do. We're about 550 miles from our stop in... See, now I'm getting mixed messages from you guys. I always thought you were supposed to grunt the name of the town at people because that's what everyone else does. And then when I start grunting in my videos, y'all are like, why are you talking like this? I'm very confused. So I thought I was headed to Nolens, and now after years of people shouting that at me, you guys say that nobody says it like that. I'm like, but people have shouted it at me for years. I've heard it, unless I'm going crazy, which is also entirely possible. So I'm at a loss. I don't know how to pronounce it. I give up. I'm going to that city down there with Mardi Gras and all that. The nameless city. We'll never know what it's called. We'll never know. Oh boy. It's about almost 6. I'm about 7 miles out of Fort Worth. I've been doing this all week, but luckily I'm like, these appointments aren't too crazy, but I need to get a little more disciplined for when I get into reefer. I meant to be up at 5 and rolling, and it's about to be 6. So I've been doing that all week. One day I just need to park the truck and just go to bed. No playing Witcher, no running around YouTube to see what videos have been put out. You know, stay off of Reddit. One day, just go to bed. Just not be up screwing around. I mean, I still slept for like 7 hours, but what this old man needs is like 12 hours of uninterrupted sleep with nothing going on. And I just keep getting up, messing around, or staying up. I just don't know what my problem is. I have no idea. But definitely need to be a little more disciplined with switching to reefer. Most likely I need to be more disciplined. I don't know. I don't even care anymore. I'm just trucking. Just out here trucking. But yeah, that's all we got going on today. 550 miles there. A lot of good advice from you guys. Really, the comment section is a wealth of information, probably on any channel having to do with any kind of profession and things like that, where it's got a bit of an audience. Sometimes I don't understand what y'all mean by something, so I'll ask you, but there's a lot of information down there. But the point is, a lot of you were telling me places to park on the way there, how close I can get before I don't have any parking, things like that. I've never been to this city, never ever been there. Most cities I know what to expect or know where I should stop, how close I can get, things like that. But this is one of the few cities that I haven't ever been to before. So a little bit at a loss. You know, if I was going into LA, I would know where to stop. Portland, you know, Seattle, working our way. The West is where I've done most of my work in my career. But even when you get out Northeast, my strategy Northeast is just run early and park early. And that's kind of the whole thought process over there. But whatever. Thanks to everyone for the advice on where to go, where to park and all that. Never been there, never been into the city. People said a lot of low bridges and things like that. So hopefully I'm not smashing my way through a bridge tomorrow morning. Let's all hope for that, I guess. So anyways, yeah, not much else going on. So we'll see what the day brings. And really, if we can just get through the Dallas-Fort Worth area before all the insanity starts, that'll save us some time, because what a busy city. Probably still not, well, I was going to say still not as busy as Houston. I've had way more problems in Houston with traffic being stopped and things like that. But Dallas certainly gets like that also. So anyways, I think I left my belt at home when I was there. So hopefully I don't have any issues with that. But all right, I'm gonna get going, get myself woke up, drink some coffee, and get this show on the road. So I'll talk to you guys in a bit. Shreveport, we got to talk about these roads, boy. Damn, I feel like I'm about to get bucked off over here. What is going on? Is that coming through on the camera? I mean, I know you guys can't answer me in real time, but good Lord, these roads are absolutely insane. I feel sick. It's just bouncing all over the place. Look at that. Damn, son. Damn, that's crazy. Every time I come through Shreveport, I mean, obviously I don't expect the roads to be any better, but good Lord, what were they even thinking when they built these things? These are absolutely insane. Oh, look at those clouds. Spooky, scary clouds. We got to get off here and get us some fuel, get us a break, get us a lunch, some lunch, get us a shower, some showers. I don't know. I have no idea. But hey, we're rolling into this pilot here. 421 for fuel. Come on, bros. We can do better than that. We can do better than that.
Keep left to Louisiana 29 north. Then take the first left.
I guess that's the way she goes. The way she goes. So we're gonna go in here and yeah, get us a break, shower, all that stuff, and then I think I'm just gonna go ahead and fuel up, fill up both tanks. I think I'm about 160 miles roughly from my stop, my delivery in Nolens.
Turn left on Louisiana 29.
Grunted at you, fellas. I'd like to be within 100 miles of it. And then it's about 1,100 on our next load up to Erie, Pennsylvania. I figure if I fill up now, just stuff those tanks full. Might not be the cheapest fuel I could get, but that will almost get me to Erie, Pennsylvania right now. So that's sort of the plan. That's what we're going to do. Why does that diesel sign say 455 now? What's that about? Because it just had a different price of 421 or something? Or is that just, do they charge more for diesel that you put in your pickup truck or what? That's kind of crazy. Oh, we'll just see what it costs, I guess. But boy, we are out here in the middle of nowhere, aren't we? No, not much going on. Not much going on here, just swamps but it's kind of cool because you're not
arriving at Pilot Flying J on the right.
All right, lady. All right. You're not, you know, having to sit behind a bunch of guys to get fuel and all that. So at least there's that. That's nice. That's nice. Plenty of parking here. I think people in the comments were telling me some places to park. Maybe this was one of the spots.
Please drive to highlighted route.
Maybe this was one of the spots they mentioned. So yeah, GPS just updated at 164 miles to my stop. So I'll probably get on Trucker Path and start looking for stuff that's hold on a second, you know, 60 miles away, 70 miles away for parking, and then we'll just call it a night, and we'll do that last 100 miles in the morning, and then from there we'll obviously deliver, we'll get loaded, and I got to do 1,100 miles by Monday morning. So I really don't have to do much tomorrow. I might go 100 or 2 miles into that next load and then just call it a day. That's probably what I'll do. Anyways, folks, I'm gonna go get this beast fueled up, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Well, okay, not going quite as planned, but that's just because I'm being stubborn today. That's what's going on. I'm at 7 hours and 3 minutes on my clock, and I don't want to pass the 8 hours and 15 minutes because what I'm trying to do is set myself up to recap. So it looks like, according to Trucker Path, at 2 in the afternoon almost, that everything close to Baton Rouge is already full, or like these kind of like half-ass truck stops that, yeah, kind of hit and miss, you know what I mean? So I was looking, I'm like, well, I don't want to go too much past there because then I'll start passing that 8 hour mark, and that's not good for the recaps and stuff like that. But I did find this little casino. Well, I don't know if it's a little casino, Silver's Casino or something, that says they have truck parking. And you know what? I've been in this truck for a very long time. A very long time. And I deserve a few rounds of blackjack. I've earned it. I've earned it. So I'm gonna head down there. I'm probably gonna look at the satellite view of it just to see how you get into the truck parking and things like that, because at casinos that can be kind of, you don't want to go in the wrong entrance. But that's kind of where we're at. But I'm 164 miles from my stop. This is only like 25 miles away from me, I think. So it'll put me in the 140 range, which is a little more than I wanted it to be, but I'll be done. It won't even be 3 p.m. so I could run as early as 1 a.m. if I wanted to. Tomorrow's a super easy day. Well, I've never been into Nolens, so I don't know how easy that's gonna be. Did read all the comments on it, and some tight roads, low bridges, things like that. So, you know, hopefully the old truck GPS gets us through it, right? But after that, it's just go there, unload. Then I got my pickup about 20-30 miles away. Pick that up, and seriously, I think I already said it earlier in the video, I'm only gonna drive like maybe 100 miles of it. So tomorrow's a nice, easy day. So that's kind of where I'm at. That's kind of where I'm at right now. I know it's kind of a little bit of a weird update, but I'm just trying to be super careful with the clock. So when I do get that reefer trailer, I'm able to run. You know, I'm able to run. I'm not worried about like, okay, well, now I got that trailer that should, you know, pay me more per mile, and then I need to run shorter days at that point, or I need to get a reset or something like that. I want to hit the ground running with that trailer. Want to hit the ground running with that trailer. So anyways, that's kind of where we're at with everything. But got a nice shower today. It was really it was warm. It was a warm shower today as compared to yesterday's. I guess nobody will ever know what that means to a trucker, to have a nice warm shower, because sometimes it seems like they just don't care even a little bit. That's where we're at. I got nothing more to say right now. I'm gonna head on down to this casino after I look at the satellite view of it. And hey, if any of you are around there tonight and you want to play blackjack with me or something, I'll be there. I'll be there. Anyways, see you guys soon. All right, no idea what I was talking about. Some silver casino or something. I feel like I just made that all up in my head because I'm like, what am I even talking about? So I found this little spot. It's like basically two gas stations, like one across the street from the other, and they each seem to have like a small casino. I don't know what to expect in there. I don't know what to expect. I try not to like record video inside casinos. They tend to get a little bit jumpy sometimes. If you're playing like table games, they don't like that, I don't think. I've seen plenty of YouTube videos of guys recording like slot machines and stuff like that. I actually got addicted to watching those for a while. I was like, these guys all swore they had a plan and a system and everything for like beating the slot machines. Super interesting. Nonetheless, as a matter of fact, for a while there, I had convinced myself, right before I left the road, you know, right before I went crazy, you remember that? Right before I lost my mind live on YouTube for everyone to see, I had convinced myself that I was going to give up trucking, hold on here, and become a professional blackjack player. Yeah, I had a whole plan. I was very ill, like physically and mentally. A lot of things were not going right for me at the time. So I was convinced I was gonna become a professional blackjack player, which would be fun, right? Traveling around the country, win a few grand, head off to the next place, right? Win a few grand there and never lose. Obviously, I would never lose at blackjack, but I'm pretty good at it. I'm not the worst ever. I tend to get on the dealer's nerves because when that ace hits, it does confuse me a little bit because, okay, it's 1 or 11, right? But all the other math I can do pretty quickly, but then when the ace is there, I'm like, got my fingers out, and you know, I get real frustrating to the dealers. One time though, I really annoyed the dealer because they were showing a 12. Or they were showing, now I got to remember how this all worked out. They were showing a 2. They were showing a 2. Their up card, or whatever you call it, was a 2. Well, I had 4. And I just said I'm good at blackjack. Guys, I had 4. No, 4. Right? And so I stood. And the dealer goes, you only have 4. I said, I know. She goes, you need to hit. And I said, no, I don't. I said, I'm going to stand right there. And she's like, you're not going to hit on 4. I said, you're showing it 2. And it was kind of an epic moment because she's like, really? And I'm like, am I paying you to play this game or not? Like, I'm betting my own damn money. If I want to stand on 4, I feel like that's my own business, right? And she's like, fine, okay, fine. And like, there was this lady at the table that had been kind of like watching me play all night. She was new to Blackjack, so she was asking me like questions and stuff like that. I'm not an expert at by any means, but I'm pretty good at it. I'm pretty good at Blackjack, except when I get an ace. I'm like, what do I do now? Anyways, I stood on the 4. The dealer was showing a 2. Well, if I remember how the hand played out right, I do know that I won it. See? Spoiler alert. But I believe she flipped her card over and she had a 12, right? She draws another card, dealer bust. I win the hand on a 4. Come on, man. You were showing a 2. Good chance you had a 12 there. I felt like anyways. So, that's how I won a hand of Blackjack once. Anyways, so I'll probably not be a professional Blackjack player. What do I want to cry about today? I just had a trucker get very angry at me at the truck stop that I was at. I didn't do anything to him, but he was very angry anyways. When I pulled out of my parking spot, in front of me is the truck entry, and you have to go around the parking spots by the fuel pumps to go to the truck exit. Now, I have in my day accidentally exited through the truck entry or entered through the truck exit. I've done both of those things. Normally not a big deal. But in this place, like so many places out there, they're only wide enough for you to do one or the other. So what I don't want is my dumbass blocking the truck entry while I'm trying to exit with potentially other trucks coming down the road, right? So I go around the parking, follow it around where every fuel pump is full, right? Behind every fuel pump that's full, there is a truck waiting off to the left side for a fuel pump to open up. Now, me personally, I'll always just pull up on like a truck, whatever one's there. I try not to hang back and wait to see what pump is going to open first, because if other trucks need to come in, then all I'm doing is creating this way longer line than I need to. But that's me personally. I'm not telling anybody how to do their job, right? Anyways, one truck's up there waiting, and the truck behind him, there's a truck behind him, and that's the trucker that got mad at me. So the second truck in line, and I start, rolling around them, and as I'm going around them, to the right of them, they're to my left, right? The second trucker in line moves forward, swings the front of his cab out as to block me from going. So I pulled up and I'm like, bruh, you're in my way. You're just stopped there. You're just blocking now. And he throws his hands up like I'm cutting in line. And I pointed towards the exit. And I'm like, I'm leaving. And he throws his hands up even harder. And I'm like, I'm leaving. And I swung my cab and I just shot out past him. Guy thought I was trying to cut in line. I know some people do that, but I'm not that guy. I was just trying to get to the exit. But he was really, really upset that I was trying to, he perceived me as trying to cut in line to go fuel up, which did not happen. Somebody said the theme of my channel needs to be like the Seinfeld thing, just videos about nothing. And that's where we're at today, baby. That's where we're at today. So let's talk about Dallas and how no one there values their lives. Every driver in Dallas. Once I left the Dallas area, I checked my truck this morning, right? Made sure the lights work. The blinking ones. Made sure the tires weren't flat. Well, after I left Dallas, I pulled over to the side of the interstate and got out and checked my lights again because I thought they just weren't working anymore. I thought, what, maybe that little pigtail moved a little bit and now my lights aren't working no more. That's the only possible excuse for how people were acting in Dallas this morning, so careless with their own lives. Boy, it was frustrating. It was very, very frustrating. I would try to change lanes. Cars would cut in beside me, and then they wouldn't let me move over. To the point that sometimes my trainer, way back in the day, because I'm an old man now. I'm an old hand, as they say. 10 years under my belt. Oh no, you don't get to call me rookie no more, son. Oh no. I've been out here a long time. Anyways, my trainer would always say, you know, because people wouldn't let me move over when I was training with him. And he'd say, put the shake on them. I said, what's that mean? He said, swerve towards them. He said, make them think that you don't see them. He said, now don't kill no one. But sometimes you have to help these people help themselves. Just swing towards him just a little bit. He'll pay attention. Either he will or he won't. One way or the other. I don't know that that's the right way to handle these things. I really do not. But I do know it gets results. I do know it gets results. So there were a few times this morning in Dallas where it's like my lane's ending because Dallas, the interstate highway system through Dallas is just, I don't know how to get through that city. I have no clue. God bless GPS, because I would never get through there. I'm like, you turn off on an interstate, you're going east, and you turn off on another interstate that appears to be going south, and then next thing you know, you're still going east. And then you turn off on another interstate, and you feel like you're going south, and then you're still going east. And then you do it again, and in your head, you've done the loop at that point, and just so happens you're still going east. I don't get it. I don't understand how this highway system works. I saw an aerial view of Houston's interstate system, but I did not see, I haven't seen Dallas's. But there were a lot of close calls this morning. I mean, it was just absolute insanity. People would be riding all the way up on me. If I needed to switch lanes, I turn on my blinker, right? And they would like come in the other side, like right around me. And oh my God, it was just complete chaos. And you got the guys that are doing like 100 down in the interstate, then they're weaving in and out of traffic. And I, for the life of me, cannot figure out what is so important that you're willing to die. I mean, some people just want to die. I've been there. I didn't mean to go down this dark path, not at all, but I've definitely had my bouts with depression, you know, definitely. And I probably will again in the future. Right now we're hanging in there. Don't worry. Right now we're doing fine. But to kill yourself on a trucker's bumper because because you're ready to go, or what? I don't get it. I don't understand the mindset that it takes to drive so completely recklessly, not even around trucks, but in general. What is going on that, like, this is a thing we did, like, at least in the 90s. The 80s definitely did it. The 70s definitely did it, where we drive fast because that means we're men, damn it. We're men. And only men can drive a car fast. And now, in this day and age, when you're a guy that just like drives really fast and recklessly, it just looks ridiculous. There was a time where people were impressed by it. Thought it was the coolest thing ever. Those days are gone. Like, it just looks really ridiculous. To me, anyways. Because there's nothing to driving a vehicle fast. They all have this pedal on the floor. And if you just smash on the damn pedal, then you go fast, right? Eventually, even in a truck, you could get there. I mean, they obviously aren't going to move as fast as a car. I shouldn't be telling that story. You know what? I'll just briefly, I'll go over it. How should I say this? Okay, I don't want to, like, I don't know who watches my channel that is like related to me or friends with me or anything like that. So the only way I guess I can tell this story is there is a guy I know that has exactly two personality traits, right? But like, we're not close or anything. I see him once a decade or something crazy like that. He has exactly 2 personality traits. One of those personality traits is punching people. Like, dude, I'll get in a fight with anyone, bro. I don't care. Like, you look at me wrong, I'll get in a fight. Like, you say something, I'll get in a fight. Like, all I'm really doing is looking for a fight, right? And his other personality trait is he drives fast. Bro, everywhere I go 120. Everywhere I go, I go 120 miles per hour. No more, no less. Well, sometimes more. Sometimes I go 220. You just never know with me. Pretty unpredictable, because I do got that crotch rocket also, and that thing will do 220. Okay, don't believe me? I'll show you. I'll show you. It will. And imagine if that was your personality trait, like one of your biggest traits in your personality is I drive real fast. No one cares, man. No one cares. It's there's places to do that, right? My older brother is way into high-speed vehicles. He has 2 of them, 2 very high-speed vehicles, and he's very much into it. Okay, he acts like an idiot on the road too. I don't know if he watches, but sometimes he acts like a complete idiot on the roads too. But he also takes them to places like the drag strip and things like that, to a designated place where you can go fast. I think that we all saw the results of what happens when you drive fast, and I think we all came to the conclusion that, like, maybe we should not be having a funeral for this guy that just, like, drives too fast. Like, or honestly, the really tragic part of it is the people. We're going dark places today, apparently. But the people, the innocent people that, like, were just driving their minivan down the road when, you know, a guy trying to show off his one personality trait smashes a family at 120 miles per hour, and that's absolutely tragic. That happens. I was watching a video yesterday because I've kind of been interested in the history of YouTube. I'm almost done. I'll be done soon. I've kind of been interested in the, like, history and personalities that have come and gone on YouTube. And there was a guy named McSkillet that was like a Counter-Strike guy way back in the day. Well, not even that far back, honestly. And he made a ton of money off of, like, these Counter-Strike sponsorships and things. I think I just had a stroke. Did you guys see that? Like, my eyes were closed. Anyways, wow, that was crazy. That was like electric shocks in my head there for a second. Sometimes that happens. Anyways, he made a ton of money, and then it ended up being like these Counter-Strike gambling sites or whatever that ended up being outlawed. And then the guy, he still had all the money he had made, but he didn't, I think he lost his mind because he didn't know what to do next. Anyways, he owned a McLaren, which is, my understanding, a very fast vehicle. And it was out in LA, and he was driving 100-some miles per hour on the interstate, and he hit a mother and a little girl, killed all 3 of them instantly, like just ball of flames, right? Jesus, this I'm gonna be in a bad mood all night. Damn it. Anyways, and it was like just him acting out because he, like, didn't know how to process, because he was getting, like, really way more careless in his day-to-day life. And now this mom and this little girl that were killed, you know, the mom was married, and they had, like, the little girl had like 2 or 3 brothers, and this mother and this daughter are dead, right? Because another guy that they never even knew just in an instant not only injected himself into their lives out of nowhere, but ended them. And I just, when you think about things like that, it's I didn't mean to get like this in my feelings about it, but like, what a terrible phone call to get, you know. And just watching people act just completely ridiculous on the road, I just don't get it. So anyways, I guess I got in my feelings today. I guess I really did, but I'm gonna go play blackjack and try to get in a better mood. But I'll get this video uploaded for you guys. See ya.